So on the Ghanaian Times, some of the headlines are childhood vaccines land in Accra. GHS begins distributions to regions. Gold catcher key to mercury-free. Responsible small-scale mining, and that's by the President of the Republic of Ghana. And WHO moves to support Ghana to improve diabetes control and prevention. Dr. Afri Akoto speaks to nation today on future of Ghana's economy. And police arrests key suspects in connection with murder of soldier at Ashaman.
All right. The Chronicle has these headlines. It says, 6 pastors of Divine Healing Church sue overseer and others. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's different.
I know.
That's very different.
Yeah, I have my own thoughts on that. I'm not going to go into it.
No, don't go.
Efri Akoto delivers lecture on future of Ghana's economy today. Okay, we have President made an honest assessment of the country. This is coming from Afenyo Markin. And finding killers of Trooper Imoro Sharif. Military drops massive security clangor, but police hit target with precision, arresting 6 suspects. And as we know, it is the police's responsibility to do, civil arrests and civil investigations when there's a crime and all the rest. It's not the military's responsibility, unless the police call in the military. It is not the military's responsibility, as we saw the military going in. And with their statement that it came out, they said it was an intelligence-driven action that they took, and that they were going to hand over the suspects to the police and so on. And I wonder if these suspects are part of those that they arrested. But anyway, the police have come out with a statement, and it's quite clear what's going on there.
So on the Finder, some of the headlines are childhood vaccines dispatched to regions. Police arrest key suspects in murder of soldier at Ashaman. Education minister to close down non-performing schools. My presidency will invest heavily in agric. And that's by Dr. Afri Akoto. NIA moves to end age falsification with issuance of numbers to babies at 6 weeks. And there's a picture of the vice president right there, Dr. Mahmoudou Baumia. Wow.
Yeah.
Age falsification.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I find that interesting.
No, I mean the immoral and criminal DNA is so much in us that, it's like everybody wants to do something false to get an advantage.
Yes.
Yeah. If it wasn't for DNA testing and other forms of assessment, our footballers, look, for the longest time, we were all changing our age to go and play football.
If we're going to end that means it's going to affect the footballers. That's what I can say.
Well, no, I mean, I think for a large part, those who go, in fact, because of the way it's done, right, already, I think that the football sector has cleaned up quite a bit. It's difficult to have football age these days because when you go, your medical exam will expose your age. First, that's the first thing. Your medical, so you can't even. Some years ago we were doing it, but now we realize that if you go, if you can play, then when you get there, now that's where the problem comes, and then you don't get your contract signed and all those things. So anyway, daily analyst, we have a government takes delivery of childhood vaccines after weeks of widespread shortages. Children who missed scheduled vaccines will still be eligible for vaccination. Education minister to close down non-performing schools. Okay, that's a big one there. Yeah. Government prioritized Ghana card over vaccines. That's Alex Segbefia speaking there. Church members drag executives to court. I think that's what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
The Mahama promises to investigate killings of 8 persons during the 2020 elections and project our rich African culture to the world. The GJA president urges Africans in the diaspora.
Right, so on the Republic Press, some of the headlines to check out are, Ken shakes NPP again. Frimpong Boateng breaks silence. Blodes leads off Galamsey deals. And 2023, SONA failed to address Ghana's future. And that's by Dr. Sam Ankra. Amnesty International calls for independent investigation into Ashaman military brutalities. Prove your innocence if you're against Galamsey at Kwasihu. Yeah.
Okay. So I have the Informer. I'll give you the main headline there, and then we can move on. The main headline here is 6 suspects nabbed. This is the Imuru Sharif murder at Ashaman. They face court today. Okay, that and other headlines on the front page of the Informer.
So on the publisher, Ken angry again. Akufo-Addo government sabotaging me. My corrupt wife not fit for first lady. I can finish NPP. Dumelo calls Fred Nyama a betrayer and a liar and a loser. Mob kills phone thief.
All right, the Inquisitor has these headlines. I'll give you the biggest one. Yeah, Japanese scientists to rescue Ghana's polluted rivers and water bodies. All right, and it's pictured there some scientists with Ghanaian scientists, some Japanese scientists with Ghanaian scientists in the shot there. So that and other headlines on the front page of the Inquisitor.
And the new crusading guide, I'm just going to give you the big one here. Chumesiwa Hospital killer grabbed. Detailed accounts of how NIB nabbed main suspect within 48 hours.
Okay. The BNFT has a number of headlines. Let me give you the big one here. It says here, demand for T-bills surges to 3-year high. Demand for T-bills. Interesting. Okay. I think we've run away from the bonds. I think the T-bills are the way to go. All right. So that and other headlines on the front page of the BNFT. Well, it's time for us to go for sports. Don't go anywhere. Sports is next. All right, it's time for sports. Well, it's been a weekend that has been very busy with all kinds of sporting stories. And let me just put it out there right now that, so Liverpool did what they've been doing. They did what they have been doing. They continued along the same path. But let's begin with the Bet Power Jeep Ghana Premier League. Adriana Stars went 5 points clear of Accra Lions at the top of the Bet Power Ghana Premier League table after they beat Midiama 1-0 in Doma on Sunday. All right, so Kevin Obeng's first half goal was the difference on the day between the two sides. Now, in other results, there were wins for Kotoko Royals, for Karela, and Brekum Chelsea, while Hearts drew 1-1 with Bibiani Gold Stars. Now, in the Premier League, do you want to do that one?
Right. On the Premier League, Arsenal maintained their 5-point lead over Man City after they beat Fulham 3-0 at Craven Cottage through goals from Gabriel, Gabi Martinelli, and Martin Odega. Man City beat Crystal Palace 1-0 at Selhurst Park on Saturday via a second-half penalty from Erling Haaland to stay behind Arsenal in the hunt for the Premier League title. Man United drew goalless with Southampton at Old Trafford on Sunday as they went 21 games unbeaten at home in the league. But United had to fight hard to get the draw after Brazilian midfielder Casemiro was sent off in the first half for dangerous play. Liverpool lost 1-0 at Bournemouth on Saturday thanks to the first half goal from Philip Billing. Mohamed Salah missed a penalty in the second half as the Reds dropped points a week after beating Man United at Anfield. Tottenham beat Nottingham Forest 3-1 on Saturday with the goals coming from Harry Kane and Son Heung-min. Chelsea overcame Leicester City 3-1 at the King Power Stadium. The goals were scored by Ben Chilwell, Kai Havertz, and Matteo Kovacic. I hope I pronounced those names.
Yeah. All right, so we're talking the AFCON now, the under-20 AFCON, and the young Teranga Lions of Senegal beat their neighbors Gambia 2-0 on Saturday to win their first ever Total Energies under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Now, goals from forward Suleimani Faye and midfielder Mamadou Kamara were enough to secure Senegal victory over their rivals. Now, the young Teranga Lions were playing their fourth Total Energies under-20s AFCON final, having finished runners-up in 2015, 2017, and 2019. Okay, Nigeria finished third in the tournament after they beat Tunisia 4-0 on Friday. Senegal's Lamine Camara, Papa Diop, and Landing Badji were named the tournament's best player, top scorer, and goalkeeper of the tournament. And that's how we end sports.
Yes.
Today. You have a comment?
No.
Yeah,
No.
right?
I'm
Okay.
like, I think.
Where was Ghana in the mix? That's the question I have to ask. Where was Ghana in the mix? This is
No, next time Ghana will be in the mix.
This is actually an age group that we've actually won the World Cup before.
Yes.
Joanna, not even Africa.
Sometimes
World Cup
Things
before.
change sometimes. And I think this year is one of those.
The question is, why have the things changed? That's the question.
Anyway,